Good morning. Welcome to the start of another vlog. It is August 1st, which means it is the start of the Romance Takeover Readathon. I'm super excited for this. I am on the dark side, but I'm using light prompts, dark prompts, and gray prompts because I couldn't just pick dark prompts or gray prompts to fill out my board. So, yeah, I did start a book last night. I started Mother Road by Brie Bennett. This is it will hit the prompts of LGBTQ, IA+, rom-com, and forced proximity. And I don't know anything else yet. We will see as the book goes on. But I also think it's also disabled because one of the heroes was in a really bad car accident, and he has struggles using his legs. He walks with a cane, so because of that. So yeah, we shall see what happens. And I think the other hero is going to suffer from some sort of like panic disorder, because we did see something that happened. So mental health rep also, which is great. But yeah, I'm really excited. I am just gonna use a spinner wheel. I'll probably put, I'll do a spinner wheel to pick what I listen to. Maybe I'll put it right here. That's what I did to pick the book that I picked last night. I did to have like an ebook spinner wheel and then an audiobook spinner wheel, because obviously I can't combine them because I can't can't read ebooks while I'm at work, and I'm not a big audiobooker at home. I'll continue listening to one that I started, but I don't usually pick up an audiobook like when I'm at home. So I usually will read on my Kindle or a physical book. So I did that, and I will do my audiobook one, and I will pop it in somewhere so you can see what I pick. And I know I have A Lady for a Duke, Archer's Voice, Sinner, and a couple other ones that I have. I have 5. I have one for each day of the week. So we shall see where that goes. But yeah, I need to go because it's time to go to work. And I will talk to you all in the next one. Hello. I am 50% of the way through A Lady for a Duke by Alexis Hall. That was the first book to pop up on the spinner wheel. I'll show you right here. And I'm really enjoying it. It's super cute and very sweet. We're at the 50% mark, and so it's about a trans woman. Her and her best friend were in Waterloo, and she died and was able to be reborn as her real self. And her best friend has been struggling, losing his best friend and all this. And now she's come back and she's showing him who she truly is. And so the conflict of her showing her true self has already happened. We just got over that. And it's so beautiful so far. It's a beautiful love story. And I'm really excited to keep going. So I'm really enjoying it. It's really cute. But yeah, I gotta go because I'm at work. But I just wanted to hop on here really quick to talk about that. And I'll talk to y'all at the end. Hello. I have finished A Lady for a Duke by Alexis Hall, and I absolutely adored it. It was a little long, so there were a few parts that really dragged. So I had to knock it down half a star, but I still gave it 4.5 stars. It's probably one of my favorite newer historicals that I've read. Probably one of my favorite historicals I've read this year. But yeah, it was really good. Viola and Justin were super cute, and it was it wasn't sexy and the fact that they were getting it on all the time, but it was just very soft and sexual and sensual. And I really enjoyed that. It was different for me to read that, and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, but it was just a little too long. Historicals that are it reminded me a lot of older historicals that are over 400. It was almost 500 pages long. So it was a chunky boy. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I loved the rep that it had. But yeah, so this ticked off historical, LGBTQIA+, and disability rep, because Justin did walk with a limp, After the war, he was injured. So he had to walk with a cane and had a limp and everything. So yeah, I have hit 3 of my prompts. And then I spun the wheel. Did my spinner wheel because I finished that pretty early. Like, I still had some time at work, and so I was like, oh, I might as well just keep listening to a book. And so I spun the wheel, and I started Sinner by Sierra Simone. Not very far into it, but this should hit age gap, priest, taboo, and sibling's friend. Well, really, it's best friend's sibling, but it works. It works either way. So yeah, I am excited. It's been good so far, and I loved priest, so I'm excited to read this one. And yeah, and then I'll probably, because today is the 1st, like I have a lot of like admin stuff I have to do from like the end of the month. Like I have to get all my stats and everything worked out in my bullet journal and everything. So I think what I'm going to do is like I'm going to put on an episode of probably like Virgin River because I'm behind on that. And watch that for an hour or 45 minutes, whatever it is. And then I might read for like 30 minutes and then watch the episode, read, watch, you know, kind of like do like sprints tonight by myself. But yeah, that is all I have for now. And yeah, I will talk to you all in the next one. Hello, good morning. It is August 2nd, so day 2 of the Romance Takeover Readathon. And I am going to be continuing Sinner by Sierra Simone at work. I will try to update at 50%, but it kind of depends on how my work day is going, whether I get to or not. But I did get to 50% of Mother Road by Brie Bennett last night, and Brie Bennett is becoming a favorite author. Broken Records is one of my favorite books from last year and one of my favorite books of all time. And this book is just so angsty and it's funny. Like, it's very much a rom-com, but I'm loving it. It's Eli and Nico, and Eli, this book starts with, so in Broken Records, something happens to Nico. And so this book, it even says, like, this is a standalone, and can be read as a standalone, but read Broken Records first, which, I mean, you see the characters, and you would know what happens to Nico, but he talks about it in the book. It talks about it in the book, too, so you don't really have to read Broken Records, but Broken Records is only, like, 250 pages, and it is phenomenal, so read it. But basically, something happens to Nico, and he's kind of, like, not really living anymore. And he's going to go on this trip on the Mother Road of Route 66. But the night before, he goes to a wedding with his brother, or one of his brothers. And at the wedding, the groom, Eli, faints. And his bride is like, I can't do this, I don't want to do this, and leave. And so she calls off the wedding. Well, Nico then goes to go on this drive, and he's going to start, they live in Indiana. And he's going to drive to Chicago and do like a brunch with his grandparents and one of his sisters. And while on the drive, he realizes that the groom is in his van. Like, cause he like kind of like repurposed the back to make it like a bed. The groom is in his van. So Eli then now is going on this trip with Nico, and they're starting to like have feelings, and there's been only one bed. It's Grumpy Sunshine. It's phenomenal. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and I don't know that I'm liking it more than Broken Records, so it'll probably only be a 4.5, but rounded up to 5. But I am still really enjoying it, and we'll see what the next 50% brings with it. But I do need to go to work, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Hello, doing a really quick 50% check-in. Holy crap, it's super hot in my car. But yeah, I'm 50% of the way through Sinner by Sierra Simone, and I'm really enjoying it. This is Sean Bell and Zenny, who is like his best friend's little sister, and she's going to be a nun, and she asks him to like teach her and show her and kind of like put doubt in her brain, because she feels like she needs to, because she's so focused on becoming a nun that people in the nunnery think that she does need to have like a little bit of doubt. And so she needs to find a way to do this. And so she asks Sean to help her out. So it is very fun so far. And of course, we kind of get a hint at Saint, because we know that Tyler Bell is kind of sneaking around with someone, but we don't know who. Not Tyler, Aiden Bell. Sorry, Tyler's the first book. Aiden's sneaking around with someone, and I know that it ends up being Elijah, who is Zenny's brother, also Sean's best friend. But yeah, it's good so far. I am enjoying it, and I'm gonna go back so I can finish it, and I will update you all when I get to the end. Bye for now. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I have just finished Sinner, and I gave 5 stars. Those Bell boys, they are fantastic. I love them so much. Sean isn't quite as tortured as Tyler Bell is, but he's still pretty tortured. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Sean and Zenny are so cute, and the way he like protects her and just wants what's best for her and all that. And we get a hint of the next couple, which, I mean, I already knew. It's another sibling's best friend, because now it is Elijah, who is Sean's best friend, and Aiden, who is Sean's little brother. So, for all the crap that Elijah gave Sean when he found out about his relationship with Zenny, it'll be interesting. But yeah, I'm really excited for it. I don't think I'll get to it right now, but it is on my TBR. Who knows? It might be in my next 5-star predictions, just like Sinner was. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. And then I spun the wheel, and I started Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan. And I'm like 25% of the way through, and I'm really loving it. Archer is he can't hear, and he's kind of a reclusive loner hero. And Bree is like dealing with some trauma, and they're like trauma bonding, and I'm loving it so far, and I have a feeling it's going to completely break me, which is why I like wasn't reading it, but now I am. So yeah, I am going to probably just read Mother Road tonight. I do have some like last minute things I have to do in my reading journal so that I can film my July wrap up tomorrow. But yeah, I'm really excited. Romance Takeover Readathon, already completed 2 books, and halfway done with another, and a third of the way, and 30% done with, a quarter of the way done with a 4th. So I am killing it and having a great time. And yeah, it's been a really great readathon so far. I need to post my picture for the day, which is hero versus villain, favorite male main character. And I'm going with Rainer Colty because I love this grump so much. Like, if I had a soccer coach that looked like him, I probably would have stuck with soccer. But yeah, did not have one, so that didn't happen. But that's fine. But yeah, that is all I have for now. It was the last day of the MLB trade deadline, and the Dodgers didn't do shit. The A's traded everyone away, which isn't surprising because I knew that they were going to, because they had done it in the offseason. They had traded away all their best players. And so now it's just like the remaining best players they had to trade, which is what the A's do. It's cyclical for them. They'll be crappy for 2 years. Then they'll all of a sudden get really hot with all these young guys that they got in, and they'll be good for 2 or 3 seasons. And other teams will strike while the iron is hot and take all their best players to try to win because the A's aren't winning shit. So that sucks, but it is what it is. But yeah, the Dodgers didn't do anything, and the Padres did, which doesn't always work out. I mean, I'm not mad they didn't trade for Juan Soto. They don't really need another outfielder. But they went with Joey Gallo, who, he's like not good. He is a continuous below the Mendoza line hitter, which, if you don't know what the Mendoza line is, it means they're batting under 200. So, which 200 is not good. It means you get a hit 2 times out of every 10. Which in baseball is not great. I mean, average is like 300, which, I mean, you think 3 times out of every 10 really isn't that different from 2 out of every 10. But in baseball, when you're playing 162 games and you're getting 4 at-bats a game, sometimes 5, that's not good. Because in, like, if you're batting 300, you're getting a hit at least once a game, sometimes more than once. I mean, not always, but it averages out, right? Like, you could go 4 for 4 one day and then go 0 for 3 the next day. That's just the way baseball works, but it all averages out. So, yeah, he's not good. So I'm not excited about that, but I mean, it is what it is. I thought they'd go pick up a pitcher, but they just got a bunch of prospects, which is really weird because they have a really great farm system. And they're in like a win now type of situation. I mean, not that they'll ever go into a rebuild, but whatever. You probably all don't care. I probably just lost like 50 subscribers, but that's fine. The real ones will be here. If you're new here, I love baseball. I love all sports. We're getting into football season. I will probably be ranting about football in some vlogs. That's just the way my life is. I read and I watch sports. That's pretty much all I do. But yeah, that is all I have for now. I'm gonna go read because that's all I want to do. I worked out this afternoon and it kicked my butt. I couldn't even finish it because I thought my legs were going to fall off and I thought I was gonna vomit. So that was fun. That's how bad I am, how out of shape I am. But we're getting there. So yeah, I need to go because this has now been a 6-minute rant, and I will talk to you all in the next one. Bye. Good morning. It is May 3rd, and last night I finished Mother Road by Brie Bennett. Super cute. I'm giving it 4.5 stars just because I liked Broken Records a little bit more. But basically, Nico and Eli go on this trip across the they take Route 66 to LA. And of course, they fall in love while on this trip. The third act conflict made sense, but it was really just one big miscommunication, which I hate. Like, it was really just Nico not wanting to communicate, and I hate that. But it was really cute. They're like, when they got back together, it was really cute. I really enjoyed it, and I'm giving it 4.5 stars. And I definitely, if you need like a rom-com but also with some like serious elements, I would definitely suggest picking this up. It was fun. It was a good time. Grumpy Sunshine, age gap, slow burn, male, which isn't really a trope, but yeah, it was really fun. Road trip, only one bed, forced proximity, but yeah, I had a great time. So then I decided to spin my wheel, and I got Untouchable by SAM MARIANO, which I'm on the dark team, so this is dark. I'm going in with Carter Mahoney. I know nothing about it other than Jen really enjoys this book, and Connor Mahoney is a bully psychopath, and he definitely does some very questionable things at the beginning of the book. So yeah, we will see how I feel about this. But I gotta go because it is 8 o'clock and I gotta go to work. So I'll talk to you all in the next one. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I did not update you when I got to the 50% mark of Archer's Voice because I was just loving it so much, and I just kept reading and didn't want to stop. But yeah, Archer's Voice is just, it's beautiful. It's fantastic. It was 5 stars. Archer is the cinnamon rolliest of all cinnamon roll heroes I've ever read. He is so swoony and adorable, and I just want to give him a huge hug. I know he's not real, but it doesn't matter. He's real in my mind. But yeah, I absolutely adored it. Bree and Archer were so beautiful, and the way Bree just accepts him wholly is, you know, she knows and isn't afraid to tell the people of the town that they're wrong about him, and I just absolutely adored it and loved it. And so yeah, 5 stars, of course. So that ticked off disability and a virgin hero. So, you know, I had already ticked off disability with it. I've read a couple actually with disability rep, but still would count that for both. And then Archer is a virgin, so, or was a virgin, obviously. Then he met Bree, and all bets are off. Now I am reading Not My Match by Elsa Madden Mills. This is hitting the sports romance prompt, and it's also forced proximity because they end up living together. But this is the second book in the Game Changer series. They are standalones. You do hear about the couple in the first one. I did read Not My Romeo last year. I probably couldn't have told you their names until I listened to this book. But this is Giselle and Devin, and Giselle is kind of spiraling right now. And I got to like halfway through today, which is great. But Giselle's kind of spiraling, and her life's falling apart, and her apartment like goes up in flames, literally. And so she goes and stays with Devin for a while. And yeah, of course, they're both attracted to each other. They've been attracted to each other. And, 50% in, and they've just barely kissed. So, it is a slow burn, which is fantastic. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. It'll probably be about a 4-star. I don't see anything like it being anything game-changing in my life. But yeah, I am going to just spend the rest of my night reading Untouchable by SAM MARIANO. And good thing I read Archer's Voice, because I needed a super cinnamon roll, because Carter Mahoney is the absolute opposite of a super cinnamon roll. He is terrible. I mean, it's a bully romance, so. And I knew that going in. He is a psychopath bully. It has all sorts of triggers. I mean, he assaults the heroine in the first 2 chapters. So, and I knew that going in. Like, wasn't unaware that this happens. So, had I not known, I probably would DNF, because it's hard to get on board with that, but the things I've heard about it, I am intrigued to see how he redeems himself and what happens with Carter and Zoe. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I cried a lot today because the baseball world has lost someone amazing. Vin Scully passed away. He was the Dodgers broadcaster for 67 years. He retired in 2016, and he was 94 and passed away last night. And I didn't really cry because it was late when I heard. Like, I was like already in bed, almost asleep. But I cried a lot this morning watching like tributes and everything, because Vin Scully was the voice of my childhood. Honestly, I am a Dodger fan. So I grew up and we listened to the radio because I lived in Northern California, and licensing rights, we don't get Dodger games unless they're on like a national broadcast, because obviously Dodger games the Giants are the team that has it's not licensing, but whatever the rights are for marketing rights for that market. So we'd have to watch Giants games, so we didn't really get to watch Dodger games, but we'd listen to the radio, and I would
Sorry, could you say that again? Sorry, I couldn't hear what you said.
Okay, Siri. Cool. I don't want to talk to you right now. But Vin Scully he was amazing, and I truly, I don't cry over, celebrity deaths, especially when, he was 94, but it's just, there's been a lot of stuff going on with my dad, and so, I'm a Dodger fan because of my dad, so my heart just, broke when I heard about Vin, and watching all the tributes and seeing, all of the players saying things, and just the sports world in general, not even just baseball. Everyone is mourning the loss of the greatest of all greats. He is truly, the best broadcaster of all time. You will never hear anyone say a negative thing, even, obviously, like I said, I'm a Dodger fan. I grew up in Giants country. Giants and Dodgers are huge rivals, and no one ever had a negative word to say about Vin. Even Giants fans would be like, Vin's the best. I've had a lot of people comment on, posts that I've said, and they're oh, but still F the Dodgers. And I'm like, okay, that's not what the point of this is. You don't need to be saying that on my stuff, but, whatever. I'll get over it. I'm just ranting now. But yeah, I cried because Vin was amazing. And like I said, he was the voice of my childhood. And so the sports world will never be the same. He had a really great Instagram too, and he would like tell stories on his Instagram. If you like just Google or like on YouTube, even if you don't care about sports, like just type in like Vin Scully Mad Bum story. And you'll like, he tells these, he was a wizard. He was the only, like one of the only broadcasters to be solo. He flew solo. He had no color commentator. It was just him. Just him doing play-by-play and color commentating. All of it. He would tell a story about a player. And without missing a pitch, just tell this story like seamlessly. He would tell the story about a player, about an experience, about a story, like, and he would not miss a pitch. And it didn't sound like weird having those thrown in. He was just a wizard. And there will never be another Vin Scully. And yeah, I have now talked for like 7 minutes. 5 of those about Vin Scully. So I'm going to go and read, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Hello, good morning. It is Friday, August 5th. So the last like couple days of the Romance Takeover Readathon. I have not updated you guys in a while because I just haven't wanted to. But I did finish Not My Match by Ilsa Madden Mills. I gave it 4 stars. My biggest complaint is I hate when it's like, my career is more important than yours, so you need to give up your dreams for mine, and the heroine does that. I hate that. And that's kind of what happens. I mean, I get it. She's like, well, like, she changes her dream, and she's like, you're my dream, and all this stuff, and I just don't love that. But it did kind of get made up in the epilogue, so I did appreciate that. But yeah, I gave it 4 stars. It was fun. It was a good sports romance rom-com. Nothing too heavy and serious happening, so that's always good. Then I started Savage Hearts by J.T. Geisinger. This is the 3rd book in the Queens of Monsters Mafia series, and so this is my Mafia book. It could also probably be Psychopath, but I'm just counting it as Mafia. And I got about 50%, and I'm really enjoying it. It's a captor-captive situation. It's a slow burn. Malik sees Riley. He wants to take revenge on Daddy Declan because Declan killed his brother, and he goes to unalive Daddy Declan, but he is told that he cannot touch Sloane, and he cannot touch any other female that is with him, that is with Declan. And he sees Riley, and he thinks that Riley is actually a prostitute, but she's not. Riley is Sloane's sister. And Malik then ends up deciding his revenge is going to be to take Riley away when he learns who she really is. And that's about where we are. So it's good so far. J.T. Geisinger is great. The audiobooks for this series are fantastic, and I'm really enjoying it. I'll probably finish it today. And then I also, another update, got to a little past the 50% mark of Untouchable by Sam Mariano, and I don't know how I feel. I'm enjoying it. Well, enjoying it is a tough word to say. I'm liking it. I was talking to Jen from Book Refuge about it because there was a part, and I was like, I just need to know if this is the thing that happens. And she's like, no, that doesn't happen. And she asked how I felt about it, and I was like, I mean, I like Carter Mahoney sometimes, and then other times I want to rip his dick off. So, and she said, yeah, that's fair. He is very controlling and obsessive, and obviously, I mean, he's not a good guy. In the first couple chapters of this book, he actually assaults the heroine, Zoe, and I know that there's a lot going on, but I'm enjoying it, and I'm having a good time with it. Like, I'm definitely I want to keep reading it. I don't know how Sam Mariano is able to make me feel for this guy who is not good. But I do need to go because it is 8 o'clock and I have to go to work. So unfortunately, I cannot keep rambling on, and I also can't keep reading Untouchable because I'm at work. But I will be able to listen and finish Seven Charts today. That is all I have for now. I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Hello, good evening. It is Friday night, and I have finished Seven Charts by J.T. Geisinger, and I absolutely adored it. 5 stars. And that ticked off the Mafia prompt, and if I want to change my board, I could go with Captor Captive, because it hit that too. So, it was really good. Riley and Malik. Malik wanted to kill Declan, Daddy Declan, for something that he did, and Riley is Sloane's sister, and basically tells Malik that he can't kill Declan, because that would make her sad. Because that would make her sister sad. So, even though her sister and her don't have the best relationship, they still are sisters. So, yeah. It was really good. And even though it had a trope that I don't love, it happened late enough in the book that it was fine. And it was at a point where you knew they were going to be together. It wasn't used as like a plot twist. It helped things in the end, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I had a great time. 5 stars. I immediately wanted to go in and read Brutal Vows, but I didn't. Because I know that if I started it, I would want to just binge it and finish it. So I started The Stopover by Teal Swan, because it wasn't really on my like official TBR, and so like not finishing it this weekend won't bug me quite as much as like, even though obviously Brutal Vows isn't on my TBR, I just know I'm going to absolutely adore it because it's a lot of people's favorite of the series. So I knew like if I started it, I would want to just keep going and not stop. So, and I really want to finish Untouchable tonight because I have quite a few. I mean, I still need to read, like, to complete my TBR. I still need to read Dead Man Walking and Bulky by Jessica, which that's a novella. That'll take me an hour, if even that. Like, I won't even update at 50%. Like, it'll just be like, finished it. This is what happened. But yeah, and I still gotta read Dead Man Walking, which is a longer book, so. And I still need to I started this in my last vlog, my Summer of Self Pub vlog. I started, I can't think of what it's called. The Jennifer L. Armoring Show, The War of Two Queens. I started that, and I was planning on finishing it this week, and I've only read like 3 more chapters. I'm still not even at 50%. I mean, it's a long book, so that's part of why I'm not at 50%, but it's just taking me forever. And I'm just wanting to read other things instead. So I'm thinking after I finish Untouchable, which I am at the 63% mark. So I should be able to finish it tonight. But after I finish Untouchable, then I'll probably try to just read The War of Two Queens to get to 50%. And then maybe I'll start Dead Man Walking. But both of those are longer. So, and Untouchable's longer. Maybe I'll read Bulky and then on to Dead Man Walking. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I did start The Stopover. I doubt I'll finish it in this vlog. If I do, you'll find out. But yeah, that is all I have for now. I'll talk to you all in the next one. Bye. Good morning. I finished Untouchable by Sam Mariano last night, and that hits Psychopath and Bully prompt. It could also fit New Adult, but I will only add that if I can't finish what I'm reading, what I need for my other 2. But I'm close to blacking out. I have to read 2 more books to get a blackout. So, and I could honestly probably switch things around and just read 1 more. But I still want to. There's 2 more that I want to read to complete my whole TBR. So, and one's a 78-page novella. So it'll be easy. But yeah, I don't really know how I feel about it. At times, I absolutely adored it and was like, this is fantastic. Other times, I wanted to throw my Kindle across the room. So, I'm very conflicted. And I haven't decided on a rating. I'm going to sit on it for a little bit. And I'll give, like, my final rating. In a couple days. Or, like, at the end of the mid-month. We'll see. I don't know. Usually, I like gut reaction just to pick a rating. And I couldn't do that with this one. I don't know. like, gut reaction, it would be 5 stars. But is it really? Or is it more like a 3? Because there were points when I wanted to give it 1 star. I don't know. I mean, we learn why Carter is the way he is. And I think Zoe really helps him be a better person. But, like, can I get over what he did to her? The dub con and the non-con? I don't know. I still haven't decided. As I said. But yeah. Then I spun my wheel up through here. And I got Bulky by Jessica Kane. I have not started it yet. Because I was really tired when I finished Untouchable. But I'm going to start that now. It's a 78-page novella. And then I will be starting Dead Man Walking. So, by Janet Darling. And that will hit my plus size MC and MC, like Motorcycle Club. So, prompts. And Priest is also a psychopath, even though I already have technically hit that one. You could hit it again. But yeah, that is all I have for now. I will talk to you all in the next one. Hello. Good evening. I have finished Bulky by Jessica Kane. I mean, I finished it a while ago. I just have been doing all sorts of other stuff today. I filmed like 7 videos. Just trying to get ahead of it. It was kind of a crappy weather day, so I wasn't going to go sit by the pool or anything. But yeah. I finished Bulky. It was fine. I'm not a huge fan of the Daddy Kink, which I had. But it was fun, short, quick, dirty novella, of course. So it knocked off plus size MC. It also was an age gap. But yeah, it was fine. It was a good time. Now I'm going to read my last book of the readathon, and that is Dead Man Walking by Janet Darling. Hopefully I can get it finished before the end of this readathon. We'll see. My plan tomorrow is just to read all day, literally all day, from morning till night. Just read. So yeah. That is all I have for now. I'm gonna go because I'm hungry. And I just made some chicken nuggets, so I'm gonna eat those. And I've spent the whole day like watching Virgin River while also doing like filming and stuff to get ready for filming. So I just finished season 4, I think, or is it 5? Whatever the most recent season is. I just finished that, and wowzy wow. I don't even know. So much happened. It was crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna go so I can eat. And that is all I have for now. I'll talk to y'all when I get to 50% of Dead Man Walking. Good afternoon. It is the final day of the Romance Takeover Readathon, and I am halfway through Dead Man Walking by Janet Darling. I should be able to finish it today. It's like 3 o'clock, and according to it, I still have like 3.5 hours left to read. But that's fine. I literally am not doing anything today but reading. I've like broken it because there's 35 chapters plus 2 epilogues, but as long as I finish the like main 35 chapters today, I'm counting it, I should be able to get the 2 epilogues done too. But so I'm breaking it down, so I'm reading like in 7 chapter chunks, with like taking like a little bit of a break in between every 2 or 3 chapters, depending. So right now I just finished 2 chapters, taking a tiny bit of a break to do this update, and I gotta check my water was out earlier, and then I live next door to a mall, or I live behind a mall, and so I went and like walked over to the mall as like, because I needed to go to Ulta. I was out of like foundation and primer and stuff, so like small things, and so I just decided to like spend time walking around the mall. I did listen to a little bit of the stopover. Still not far enough into it to really give an update. It's like a one night stand leads to more type of thing a year later. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. And I'm really liking Dead Man Walking. It's Bee and Priest. Bee is Lulu's sister, and Priest is the enforcer of the Fallen. And he's kind of a psychopath. By kind of, I mean he really is. But Bee is like drawn to dark things. And there's a serial killer, and she's almost raped, and there's all sorts of craziness happening, so. But I'm really enjoying it. This might turn out to be my favorite. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Good Gone Bad is still probably leaning a little bit towards my favorite. And it's interesting because obviously, like, Jana Darling writes very, like, flowery writing. So in Inked in Lies, where Leela's, like, straight up a flower child, it really, like, the flowery really worked with her style. But in this, B is very dark. She is, like, has a true crime podcast and talks about serial killers and is obsessed with, like, the darkness and stuff like that. And you can very much see that Gianna's trying to, like, use her flowery writing, but also still having, like, the darkness. It's interesting. I'm enjoying it. But yeah, this might end up being my favorite. We'll see. But that is all I have. And I will talk to you all when I finish this, and I will close out the vlog. Talk to you in the next one. Good morning. It is officially the end of the Romance Takeover Readathon. It actually ended yesterday, technically, but I wasn't going to update yesterday because I was finished Dead Man Walking in bed, and I didn't want to turn the light on or do any of that stuff. So I figured I would just update you now and close out the vlog. But basically, the Romance Takeover Readathon was a blast. I read 9 books, well, 8 novels and 1 novella. And they were all really good. Nothing was lower than a 4-star. And yeah, I mean, I'm not actually going to close it out here. I will, because this will just be an update. I'll close it out later. When I'm not sitting trying to rush. But yeah, Dead Man Walking was fantastic. I'm still trying to decide if I like it more than Good Gone Bad. I don't think I like B or Bia or whatever her name is, Beatrice, as much as I like HR. So I don't think it's my favorite of the series. I think it's still going to be Good Gone Bad, but I did really enjoy it. It did have one of my least favorite tropes, but I'm starting to realize I don't hate that trope as much, especially when it's more at the end of the book and not used as a plot device to, like, push the couple together. So I really enjoyed it. Priest is a psychopath with heart for one person, and that's B. So yeah, I liked it. I gave it 5 stars, and I can't wait. Now I'm caught up. I can't wait for Caution to the Wind. So, which is already written. Gianna just had to, like, push it off because of her Instagram and her Facebook being down. So hopefully it drops soon, and once it does, I will be picking it up because, yeah, obviously I want to stay caught up. But I had a great time, and I will talk to you all when I close out the vlog. Hello, I am here to close out my Romance Takeover Readathon vlog. It was such a fun week. I had a great time. I read 9 books. Well, 8 books, 1 novella. And I had a great time. I read some books that I've been really wanting to read. I read Sinner, which I gave 5 stars. A Lady for a Duke, which I gave 4.5 stars. Archer's Voice, which I gave 5 stars. Untouchable, which I have not rated because I still don't know whether I love that book or I hate that book. Like, I still don't know. Still don't know. But it's gonna be in my brain for a really long time. Mother Road, which I gave 4.5 stars. Savage Hearts, which I gave 5 stars. Dead Man Walking, which I gave 5 stars. Bulky, which I gave 4.5 stars. And why can't I think of the last one? I don't know. I can't remember what the last one I read was. I'll write it down. I forget. Clearly it was not memorable. If I can't even, I don't know. I don't remember what it was. Oh, Not My Match by Elf Mademoiselle, which I gave 4 stars. But yeah, I had a great time. This was such a fun readathon. And sadly, The Dark Side did not win, but it was still a great time. And yeah, that is all I have. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. It really helps me out. And I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Bye!